A little after 5 on the 10th, and set up here at on kind of a ridge or a saddle where the PCT dips down around and then comes back up to Fuller Ridge. We're in that zone. The trail is right up in here, so I'm camped below it a little bit. But boy, today over here, that was the issue. Boy, it's holding snow. It was really slow too. So we pulled up here. I'd like to have gotten through Fuller Ridge, but no way. So tomorrow morning, and the big drop. All right. Oh, about 7:45 morning, walking over crunchy snow, just coming into Fuller Ridge. This is a good example of the high angle traverses through the trees. Not an area you want to make a mistake in. They come and go as we wind our way slowly lower and lower toward the end of Fuller Ridge. But there'll be definitely sections that look like this. This is where accidents occur and you have to pay attention. Anyway, so far so good. (8:45), starting down the last, kind of the main section of Fuller Ridge through the trees, probably a mile and a half or two, trending down. And as you can see, there's snow, little bits of dry trail, but mostly snow. Crampons or microspikes, pretty much for sure, unless you want to really increase the risk and probably the effort too. Anyway, beautiful day. That's where we're headed, way down there. 9 a.m. on Fuller Ridge. This is a typical track, traversing slightly down, fairly high angle. Definitely want to hit this when the snow's crunchy. Much better on the spikes. Otherwise you'll be slipping and spending energy. Anyway, this is fairly typical through here. Let's see if you were to slide, something will stop you eventually, but it'll probably hurt. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day. And so far, this is much easier travel for me than yesterday through the softer snow and up. That was really bad. Oh, so the end of Fuller Ridge, it's just after 10. So let's see, what was it like? 7:15. So 2 hours 45. Not bad. Pretty much 100% snow cover from, I think our campsite was mile 181.6 or something like that. And this is the start of the drop, about another 50 yards ahead. But I have camped here on 2 different years. There was no snow in any of those years. There was snow around. I picked snow up for water out of the snowbanks. So what I'm going to do is look for snow on the drop, and when I think I'm at the last one, I'm going to melt some snow for water, because there's no water up here, even though the road comes up in back of us over there. It wraps around in front, and the Black Mountain alternate will be crossing in a second, meeting up with the people that came up that. But anyway, I call that a success, and so much better. It's just all about the time of day going over snow. Crunchy, it works best. Ooh, 11 a.m. Just picked up some water at a very trickly water source on the drop here. A lot quicker than trying to melt it. Well, there's the Morongo Casino, where an In-N-Out burger where we're trying to get to later today. It'll take us some long hours because we got about probably 15 miles to the freeway, wiggling our way down the mountain. Way off in the distance, sand gorgonios, Baden Powell, etc. And right now, dry trail. So spikes are off, probably for the rest of the day. I am expecting to see a little bit more snow, but it'll be interesting to see because last year I was here 3 weeks earlier, but it was a lower snow year. So when you combine the two, it'll be interesting to see how far down the snowbanks go. But definitely, anybody watching this, try and get some information on the snow, because coming from Strawberry Junction to Shore to Fuller was insidiously hard for me. Soft snow, uphill, a lot of work. This morning through Fuller Ridge, between 7 and 10, the spikes, micro spikes, was definitely tolerable. Didn't overwork. Very good, actually, considering. So, yeah, buyer beware. And don't forget to look out for your water sources, because as we get later in the year, there's not going to be anything around here until you get to the water fountain. That's a long 15 miles if you're short of water. And here we go. Okay, well, this is where I camped last year, right there. And right over here, there was a snowbank I got snow from. Clearly, there is zero snow here right now. So even though I was here 3 weeks earlier last year on a lower year, this year as a higher snow year, it's melting out. So interesting lesson on, and this is an area where just from the top of the drop, it's a good 15 miles to the water. So, you know, boy, that's a long way to not have any water or be low. It's no fun. So there was a little creeklet, just minimal flow coming out of a snowbank. I just grabbed a couple liters back up there. So the last snowbank was, I don't know, a good half mile back. It's not to say that there might not be something down here, including a little seasonal stream, although I've never seen one. But again, this is a higher snow year, so boy, there's a ton of snow. I'll shoot some video later of this side of Jacinto. It's just so much snow. Anyway, I'm gonna hike a little bit more and take a lunch break. So looking back up, that's San Jacinto, ton of snow up there. And if you look down on the hillside here, you can kind of see where the snow fields kind of end. So that's why I'm not seeing much at this elevation, but very interesting that last year, earlier, lower snow year, I did pick up a couple of snow fields along this elevation, but I don't see anything in here now. It's all melted out. But that's where I came from. That's the Black Mountain Road. Well, actually, I take that back. That might still be Fuller Ridge up there. Black Mountain Road and whatnot is probably out of sight. So, nice overcast day is going to help water consumption. Okay, will this be the last snowbank? It's the first one I've seen in a while, but it is north facing. But you can get water from that. Well, it's about noon on the big descent drop day to I-10, and stopped here for some lunch. Haven't seen any snow for a while. Clearly nothing going on here. But this is the desert. I've never seen water here. Like I said, wouldn't be totally surprised to see a little seasonal coming off of the big mountain, but I'm not sure whether the trail really gets crossing those. Maybe a little later when we start winding down the ridges, something might show. I wouldn't count on it though. It's pretty dry territory. Lots of snow. I think we're about 12 miles from the faucet. Okay, well, the water fountain is somewhere down in there, and I'll be looking at it for a little while because we zigzag down. And wow, I'm amazed how much water is coming off San Jacinto here in the first part of April, high snow year, and especially around and after mile 200. Really good little creeklets, plenty of flow. So yeah, just takes a high snow year to do it because I've never seen it before. Oh, 4:50 p.m. on, I think, Thursday. If not, I'll correct it. And I am coming up on the famous water fountain at the bottom of the big drop. From way up there in the snow. So, oh boy, is this a sight for sore eyes and thirst. It's working. Did we get that? Yeah. All right. Time to camel up, rest up, blah, blah.